s1mple has finally played in his first series with Falcons in his highly anticipated return to pro play. But boy, things did not go well for the GOAT.
There it is, you're already seeing it. s1mple on an M4, s1mple on an op, right there. Yo!
Welcome to CS2.
Alright folks, before we hop into it, I wanted to remind you all that we now have a Faceit clan here at theScore esports. You can join for free, climb the ranks, and play with friends, and maybe even get a match in with Dimitri himself. If that sounds interesting to you, check the link in the description below. Last month, s1mple shocked the CS world with his controversial loaning to Team Falcons. Why? Well, on top of Falcons not being the most beloved org out there, s1mple wouldn't be opping, and the loan was only going to last a month. So with no major qualification for the team and Pro League being too far away, s1mple's only real event with the team was going to be Blast Spring Showdown. Which is why people saw this entire move as just an easy bag collection for the Ukrainian superstar. It also didn't help that he said on stream he was getting paid $1 million for it, joking or not.
Salary 1 million per month. I feel like a football player right now.
But regardless of any integrity behind the actual signing, we were finally going to see s1mple play CS2 professionally. The hype was real. But now that it's happened, I almost wish we didn't. In the round of 16, Falcons faced off against Swedish org Metasport, with the Saudi Super Team being the assumed favorites. However, right out the gate, things weren't looking too hot, especially for s1mple, who 3 rounds in barely got a shot off, highlighted by a bizarre jump peek.
s1mple on an op, right there. Yo!
Welcome to CS2.
Now, jump peeking in CS2 isn't that insane of a strat to try and pull off, but with his movement, it seems s1mple has some lingering memories of CSGO. But Buddy's gotta get used to subtick eventually, and hey, maybe this was the wake-up call. That being said, I wasn't sounding the alarm just yet. Despite all the scrimming he's probably done prior, s1mple was going to have to shake off some rust. And thanks to the backs of Magix and the actual team's opper s1mple, they did manage to take the first map. Map 2, however, was a bit of the opposite. s1mple led the charge and was starting to look a lot more comfortable, but unfortunately, no one else could come up big enough to overcome the rock-solid performances on Metasport. And boy did things go from bad to worse on map 3, which saw an absolutely abysmal performance from s1mple. Despite it going the distance, s1mple only got 10 kills with 20 deaths and a subpar ADR.
And if it's not s1mple, then the return of the king is cut short. His reign of terror, non-existent today, belongs to the Swedes. Eliminated is Falcons in their opening game of the Spring Showdown.
So, Falcons lost that series and are now out of the Spring Showdown, with s1mple ending things with a lackluster 0.94 rating. Still, a lot better than Snappy's 0.62. Now listen, I still don't think this is cause for any alarm. This is his first series back. Hell, it's his first series in CS2. Plus, respect where it's due. Metasport played lights out, and they deserve our attention for the rest of the event. And it should also be noted that map 3 was played on Vertigo, a map that s1mple clearly hates with an eternal passion, since the last time he played it was May 23rd, 2019. But as I mentioned, next up for Falcons seems to be Pro League, with their 5th man still being TBD. If it's not s1mple, it means that his entire time on the team will be a singular best of 3. Do I think it's possible his loan extends? Absolutely. Listen, I don't think this is going to be a permanent home for him, but if this is the extent of his time on Falcons, it's an absolute joke. Not that I feel bad for them. So what do you guys think? Should s1mple try to extend his loan, if not only for the money, or should he try to dig in and find a permanent home so he can get back on form? And if so, where? I think now, if he were to end now, no. I think people would be like, what the fuck? Like, he's only like 25, 26.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean now. I just mean so.
Oh yeah, like, I could see him going back eventually.
Yeah.
I just think there would need to be like a lot of like changes within the team or changes within him. Like, if any of the things behind the scenes are true, like, he would need a complete attitude change and maybe burn some bridges, I don't know.